Hey everybody, welcome back to the shop. It's been about a month since I've made a video, so I just wanted to catch you guys up to speed. There isn't really a whole lot. We had the Thanksgiving in there and a couple other things, that get in the way, but there's been some work on the back end also. I've sold a whole bunch of the old sprint car parts, and obviously that money goes to building this new one. So anyway, without further ado, I'm going to take you through just the couple things that I got going on as far as progress in the car. And then I'm also going to go over our schedule, our tentative schedule at least, and we'll go from there. So you can see I got quite a mess going on over here. This is an infrared light used to cure paint in a body shop. Which I do a little bit of with my paintless dent removal service. But anyway, I'm using this to stretch out this. This is a tail tank shell, and then I've just cut out the inside of it so that it will fit over our fuel cell in the back. We want to maintain that look of a sprint car if we're going to call it a sprint car. So I got it stretched out. I got to have about 20 inches of space from like that corner to that corner where they have those blue marker lines drawn. So as long as I can get that, then we should be golden as far as getting it to fit. If not, I got a couple other things, other tricks up my sleeves. So cross that bridge if we have to. Look at these bad guys, big boy meats. So these are basically right front tires for an asphalt asphalt sprint car. And if you're you're wondering what the size is, that's what it is right there. They are very similar in chalk marks. This is 78, that's 77.5. So, should be okay there. Maybe a slight air pressure adjustments if they come up a little different, but we'll see. I did not want to get them this early in the off season. However, I needed them to do testing and for the build, to put it on the ground so that we could measure stuff and whatnot. So, but anyway, moving back here, more on the fuel cell, we had to lower this to basically get the fuel cell to get the cover to sit where it needed to be. And also I needed to lower it anyway because it was like 4 inches too high. The bottom of this needed to be somewhere in relation to this bar, it needed to be. So in order to do that, I had to make these little straps, and I got to get new fasteners and everything. These are just temporary. But they do allow this to move up and down, and then they also make it a lot stronger. So it works for two different aspects. It makes it better, strength, and then also gets us down further where we need to be. Anyway, did the same thing for this side, except these ones had to be a little bit longer. Again, these fasteners are just temporary. But these ones had to be a little bit longer just because of this bar being, I think it's like an inch or two higher. So anyway, not a big deal, and it won't affect anything as far as what we're trying to do with the road racing stuff. So not a problem. And yes, I know this is my first aluminum welding project, in case you haven't been following along, and it's okay. So I'll probably grind down a lot of this, but I was thinking I'm probably just going to get some laser cut aluminum and put like a nice pattern in there or something, and then I'll just weld that together, put the notches in it. That way it's all lined up perfect, and then I'll just do that. So we'll just keep this one as our temporary cradle, and then laser cut something and make it nice. That type of thing though, that's cosmetic. I don't need that right now, so I'm focusing on things that'll get this car out there as soon as possible. I know people are like, oh, you don't have a race until May, but that May comes like that. So it needs to be done. Plus, if there's any financial aspects of things that I need to wait on, so say I need to get gauges, and the gauges that I'm looking at are like $1,500. So if I'm not made of money, I'm not rich or anything like that. I'm a small time racer. But I need to get that part. So if I have to save up for it, it might take me a little bit longer than the average guy. But I still want to be ready come race season. So keep all that in mind. You have to keep the big picture in mind with these types of projects. I know David Freiberger, if anybody watches him from Roadkill, he says, get it out there, get it on the road, get it moving, and then go back and fix your stuff. And he couldn't be more right. So I'm following that mentality throughout this whole deal. Anyway, I think I'm going to move on to showing you guys what's going on for the schedule. I film with my phone, so I can't read the schedule off the phone, so I wrote it down here. So if you can read my writing, great. If not, we got May 25th through 26th, and that's at Summit Point in West Virginia. June 8th through the 9th, that is in Weatherly, Pennsylvania. That is the official actual hill climb opener. Summit Point is a timed event, but it's not really a hill climb, it's at a track. So Weatherly is the first true hill climb, and then we go to Reading, Pennsylvania for the Pagoda Hill Climb, and that's June 22nd to the 23rd. On July 13th through the 14th, we have the Giants Despair, and that's up in the Wilkes-Barre area. It's actually not too far from Weatherly. And on August 17th through the 18th, we have the Duryea Hill Climb, which is also in Reading, Pennsylvania. It's actually the same course as Pagoda, just one is shorter than the other. And then we go back to Summit Point on August 31st to September 1st, and then September 14th through the 15th, we close out our season at Weatherly. Now, this year will be my rookie year. In fact, it's going to be the first year that I race hill climbs or anything road racing related. So, wish me luck. But anyway, so that's all I got for you today, guys. Make sure that you go to the Pennsylvania Hill Climb Association's website. That's pahillclimb.org, and that has the whole schedule, and that also has the other things, the other events that they are doing, like the Carlisle Import Nationals, Import and Performance Nationals, and then they're doing a couple other shows and meetings and stuff on there. So make sure you check that out, and then also check them out on it's PHA on the Facebook. It's on Facebook. And then my Facebook page for my racing is John Fiore 91J. My brother's is Fiore Boys Racing. Don't get those confused. But anyway, I'm going to leave you there, and I appreciate everybody's help on this thing. As usual, I will be bringing you guys up to speed on who those individuals are here down the road, because they have been such a tremendous help to getting this thing as far as it has. But without further ado, I'm going to leave you guys here. Have a good one.